Hey everybody, how's it going? So, Denims, I think, is pretty well cooked in this. She's got the best chance out of any of the three. I can guarantee you that. I can understand why she's cocky about it too, because she did do the best react when it came to reacting. She literally actually paused and gave some commentary. Now, what percentage of watching the content nuke was commentary? Very little. Very, very little. Maybe a judge will say, hey, it was too little, can't do that. I don't know that that'll be the case. However, that's not really what she has to worry about. And it's funny to me because she skips through a majority of the stuff that Ethan says on his video. That or she willfully ignores what he says and plays dumb, which I'll be showing you guys here. So anyway, guys, she does have the best chance. That doesn't mean she's gonna win, unfortunately for her. And one of the main reasons being simply because she encouraged people to not watch the original video and said, come to me instead, I'll play it for you. That's what she did. And it's not legal to do that. That's kind of like saying, hey, here's a copy of Mario Kart. Instead of buying it from the original people, I just copied it onto this version. You could buy it from me. Yeah, not a smart idea. That's going to be a very, very, very bad idea for her. So anyway, let's jump right on into this and get started. Let's start off with her, with her GoFundMe. I really like this sneaky wordplay.
First and foremost, we'll get to all of these. Okay. First and foremost, I opened the GoFundMe for this defense suit. I've seen a lot of people. Unfortunately, again, Denims haters are not smart. They're bordering on lobotomized. And I've seen a lot of people being like, can you believe it? She opened another one, even though she said she has billions of dollars. It's like, I know reading is hard. I know, I got it. I understand. But I clearly state in my tweet originally, ages ago, which people have been screenshotting, which I appreciate. That's dope. Hold up. I'm trying to find it. It was a while ago. But I specifically state, if I move forward as a plaintiff, I will be self-funded. And I get it. Big words here. Big words. But let me pull this up. I know. It's crazy. But it's the second sentence. It's almost like if I'm pursuing a lawsuit, I can take as much time as I want pursuing that lawsuit, choosing when I'd like to pursue the lawsuit. Whereas when you're a defendant, you don't have that same ability. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But just wanted to start with that. Maybe some people would understand better if you threw the R word in there. Yeah, you're right. That was the problem. It's just like I'm not speaking their language. But, all right, let me close all these. Okay, sorry, there's still a lot of tabs open. Close. All right, let me put these here. Gotta get my ducks in a row. He's doing this shit so we can farm these lawsuits for content on his podcast. I'm gonna argue something different, and I think once you guys see my perspective, you might be inclined to agree. Although that's definitely part of it, right? But, well, give me a second. Some people are also too blinded by sick fancy to understand the precedent of these lawsuits that would hurt everyone. It's suppression of critical speech that will chill future attempts to criticize creators one doesn't agree with. I think if a different precedent was set.
You see, nobody actually made you, though. Nobody made you open up this GoFundMe, and that's what people are criticizing. You're incredibly rich, you could fight this yourself. Why are you doing a GoFundMe? And she just kind of does a little bit of wordplay saying, well, if I go as a plaintiff, I'll fund it myself. That isn't what people are criticizing. Okay, people are criticizing the fact that you're begging for money when you are filthy, stinking rich. I don't understand why this is so difficult. But again, you are trying to manipulate your audience into thinking that you need this because it's coming up. It's going to be months before you would even start seeing a court case crop up. It's going to be months before you're going to need a lawyer. I would recommend you actually get a lawyer now, but even so, you have the money for it. It's kind of scummy.
Themselves, they could correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, hey, do you have change for a $10 bill? Nobody carries cash around, but like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now, but gotta pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. It's theft regardless. It's theft regardless. It's theft regardless.
It is indeed theft regardless. Isn't that just kind of wild how that works out? And guess what? When you go to court, that's kind of how a judge is going to look at it. He's not going to care about the morality, as you say directly after this. It's not a moral argument, and I know you're trying to make that to your audience, but the judge is going to straight up just make a legal argument, and he's going to see this clip, and he's going to be like, yeah, theft regardless. You committed theft regardless. It doesn't matter if it's a bank. It doesn't matter if it's an old lady. It's wrong to steal. You know this. I know this. Ethan clearly knows this. It's why he's taking you to court. This isn't rocket science, but Denim haters were just so dumb. We're just so dumb.
Haters so dumb. Why are Denims haters so dumb?
People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to.
Why would you say this in your video? Again, guys, I really wish I could litigate this on stream with you all, because there are sections, it's not entrapment, there are sections of the lawsuit that sort of talk about whether or not the work is transformative or not, and there are opinions about whether or not, because this is a big thing in fair use, on whether or not you're supposed to like watch the bare minimum or something like that, but I don't know why he would admit that he doesn't care about people like XQC and Asmongold watching it in its entirety.
Oh man, that's crazy. Why would Ethan ever say that? It's almost like it was like right here in the video.
An opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denims sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who have supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail.
See, now you must understand that you absolutely met that criteria, right?
I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I
Not true.
set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on beliefs.
Oh, not true, huh? Just not true. You didn't meet that criteria at all. Everything that he showed in the video, everything that he explained, you didn't meet any of that criteria. Can you provide any proof to the contrary? Yeah, I didn't think so.
We'll get into it. We'll deal with all this stuff. All right, this guy is suing you, 10 divided by 10? Yeah. All right, now, one thing I will say about this fundraiser, there are a lot of people that have been donating $5 to be like, I'm giving this directly to Ethan. First of all, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Just say so. $5. This is a peak $5 moment, okay? Second, oh, I'm so owned. You're donating money to my campaign.
Well, if you're going to sit there and make fun of broke boys, why don't you fund it yourself? That would probably be a pretty good start. Oh, right. You're not going to do that. You would only do that if you decided to sue Ethan, which you know you're never going to do.
Guys, dude, and this is the saddest part for Ethan Klein, by the way. The people that he's getting, these are the people that are part of his new fan base. These are Ethan Klein's new fans. If you want that audience, man, okay, go for it, sure. If you want the type of audience that says comments like that says actually anti-Semitic comments like that, then please. And oh yeah, mods, you're welcome to ban any shitters because I don't want to get sunlight.
I just had to throw this out there because he literally is calling her anti-Semitic in that comment, but she just flips it around and says, well, no, you're being anti-Semitic for calling me anti-Semitic. What an absolutely stupid show of, like, stupidity. In my opinion there. Just absolutely dumb. Now let's go ahead and watch her throw her friends under the bus.
Thank you so much. All right, continuing. Then did you actually upload your reaction VOD anywhere, or did you just react to it live? My VOD was never re-uploaded to YouTube ever. Any videos that are on YouTube of my reaction absolutely are reposts from fan channels. The only place that I have had my reaction to it is on my Twitch stream. If you go to my channel right now, yes, thank you. Also, just realized we're high trained level 10, I didn't see that. But yeah, if you go to my channel right now, you can see, oh my God, videos, highlights. And here it is. Here's the highlight. This is the highlight that I uploaded so that I could have it on record. I guess I must have had the thought already before to do this, but yeah, it's right here. And here is the entire reaction that I had to the content puke. If you guys are ever curious to go look at it. So yeah, and yes, this is 4 hours. It is a 4-hour react. And don't even 5 minutes. That is streaming. All right. Don't. Did you get up once to go piss though? I actually very politely got up and pissed before I watched the content nuke. I think it's about to stay that long. It's a highlight technically. So in case you did nothing wrong, show your support, guys. But yeah, this is the full thing. I didn't want to pee during. I actually have I get sad being away from chat when I start streaming, which is why I very rarely get off of screen. People who watch this stream know I don't get off stream that often. It's very rare that I even go and pee. And this was an 8-hour stream in total, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the entirety of this was 8 hours. And so we did our usual 4-hour stream, and then the content nuke was about to come out, which he's gonna show. I went and I peed, and then I came back to watch the entirety of it with you guys. So I don't even get up from my chair during the entirety of the content. I mean, that is transformative in a way. She's smoking weed and react to something she's saying that's potentially changed the content from the original form. I mean, listen, I haven't read her document, I haven't seen her react, so I can't comment on the legality of her react and whether or not it was considered fair use or not. And in fact, I don't want to, because I want her to have the best opportunity to defend herself in a court of law. She likes to do that. So I appreciate the support. I'm doing this in support of her and letting her build her case as best as she can.
Reaction by exiting.
That was, listen, smoke more, oh my God. She smoked more than she spoke. That one was pretty funny. That one was not funny. This was not funny. Reacting by exiting. Oh, boo. 0 out of 10. Oh, dude, boo. God. Have to be funny. He put this here to be funny. That was the purpose of putting this here. That was literally the explicit stated goal earlier in this video. The purpose of putting this text in front of or underneath this image as the very first document, or sorry, as the very first page of the document, was to be funny.
Well, I'm glad that this was all just a big joke to you, but let's stay on topic here. The whole reason why he's upset with her leaving is because she left the video playing. You know this. You're smarter than this, right? But apparently, you know, just people like me are just so...
Why are Denims haters so dumb? Why are Denims haters so dumb?
Exactly. So, we're dumb. We're absolutely dumb, I guess. But hey, I'm glad this is joke review instead of, you know, defending yourself in any way, shape, or form as to what's actually going on here and what Ethan is accusing you of.
I'm sorry. He wasn't being funny. This wasn't funny. Saying very smart to say on camera, by the way, when there's so many clips of Ethan Klein saying things that make this case, in fact, not a slam dunk. If Ethan Klein ever followed Shut the Fuck Up Friday, this case would be, I think, a lot harder to fight, but there are so many clips of Ethan, and even this video, there's so many things in this video that are just, that really, they hurt his case really, really badly. You know, I'm gonna engage genuinely for 1 second, just really quickly. I think it's pretty cut and dry. You all explicitly stated you restreamed the video to take views away from it. That's stealing. No, basically no. This is an oversimplification for starters. Second, the primary question is gonna be about whether or not the content was transformative. Again, like, I wish I could get into it in more detail, and I want to, and I will eventually, but you know, I'm not trying to be Ethan, my lawyers can't do shit Klein. This is a genuine person. I'm not into the whole thing, but Ethan's point is that he made money on YouTube and re-upload, which I heard online. Why doesn't he just claim the revenue? Sorry for the question, because I didn't upload anything to YouTube. XQC uploaded it and got like 1 million views. Asmongold re-uploaded it, got 1 million views. I didn't re-upload it to YouTube. A fan channel re-uploaded it and got 2,000, 3,000 views. I didn't re-upload it. Currently, the only place that I have it up, if anyone would like to go see it and judge it for themselves, it's a highlight on my channel. It's a highlight on my Twitch channel. So.
Isn't that the main point, though? In order for Ethan to claim any revenue off of you, he would actually have to sue you. He can't go onto Twitch if he's not on Twitch. That's kind of the whole point. So re-uploading his content, with you barely speaking in it, that can cause some major issues. And here's the other thing. Good job just throwing your friends under the bus. Well, I didn't upload it to YouTube. Frogan and Caseytron? Yeah, they're screwed. They're absolutely screwed when it comes to that specific issue, right? So go ahead, throw them on under the bus. Makes you look great.
Sorry, I'm new. Are these all just copyright suits? Wait, no, this chatter is good. No, session. This chatter is good. Sorry about the ban. Are all these copyright suits? Are these all copyright suits? Because man, he should not be posting this video if he wants to win. I don't know what compelled him to upload this video. I would much rather her speak on her case or her lawyer speak on her case, and whether or not this matters, whether or not getting up and peeing for 2 minutes matters in a fair use case. I'm not going to comment. Unfortunately for Ethan Klein, he can't use it against me because, like a good little girl, I went to the bathroom to relieve myself, as he states, before watching the content nuke. So, brutal for him.
Brutal for him. More like brutal for Frogan and Caseytron. Holy crap. Mainly Frogan, because that's who she's talking about there, but wow. Well, at least you were a good little girl. Frogan certainly was not, now was she? Nor is she little. So, there's that. Holy cow. Oh, I feel so bad for that toilet. Imagine if you were in that position and you had to look up all day long and you just saw this absolute eclipse come over you. I'll stop there. I'm not going to get too far into that, guys. I won't torture you like that. But anyway, guys, I genuinely think that Denims has the best case out of all three. I don't think that necessarily places her in a good position to win. But whenever you're announcing that you are trying to damage Ethan financially by stealing views from his videos, don't support him, come support me instead. You re-uploaded it still, so it's still available for people to see. You don't really add much commentary to it. Now, as for Caseytron and Frogan, they're even worse. Significantly worse. Frogan gets up, lets the video play. Doesn't care. Caseytron literally takes more hits off of her thing there. I'm not going to say that out loud because YouTube won't let me. Thank you so much, YouTube. Then she even speaks. That was literally time-stamped. They timed it out. Showed her at 18 minutes taking rips and only 15 minutes worth of talking during the entire video. Those are major issues. I think Denims has the best chance, but if she goes down, the other two go down easily. Easily. Because, you know, gravity. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.